Chiaida Valley, the Hadza people have lived like this for 10,000 years. They still depend on the forest for hunting meat and gathering fruits. But today, their land is under threat.
We hate it. We don't like to see the trees cut down like this.
Koskos Yali's blood is in this land. His ancestors are buried here, and he swears he'll be too. 3 years ago, police burned his home to the ground. It was an eviction he blames on a Dubai-based company that runs an exclusive hunting lodge just over the hill.
The problem is the competition for this land. Other tribes need space for farming and cattle grazing, and in places that means the natural habitat is completely destroyed.
You can see the state of it. It is devastating. The way they are farming this land. Now where are the Hadza people going to live?
Openly defying new government plans to move him and 30,000 other Maasai out of a wildlife corridor of 15,000 square kilometres. Instead, the hunting company, OBC, will bring clients in to shoot trophies for a 6-month season. Maasai can't live here, but the company says it's done nothing wrong.
Vamos a ir a cazar ahora. Bow hunting. Esta es como para practicar. Y de estas, ya directamente es para ir a cazar. He's saying pigs, ¿no? Mirá, y tiene la sangre, it has blood still, you see? It has blood and pieces of meat. How often do they go hunting? Depends on the weather?
Yeah, even during the day they're gonna go hunting, but special...
These other two arrows, this one for what is?
For small birds.
For birds. And this one?
Metal arrow, but...
It broke, that one. So it was like this one. Honey for arrows.
Yeah, yes.
For the point of the arrow.
Their language they call ba'alako. Ba'alako is honey for it.
And this is leather also from goat?
Impala.
From impala it's? Okay. How old is he? What age is he?
I don't know.
You don't know? Ya te olvidaste? No importa.
He say I don't go to school, so I don't know age. What his age is?
Hello. Hola. Can we give this to her? Yes. Le gustó, ¿eh? What do you do to have fun here? What do you do?
During the resting, we make a new arrow because when we go hunting, we have lost many arrows.
So you prepare arrow. Before we go, hola. You need to explain to me. Yeah. Can you explain to me how to shoot the arrow? Cinco. Wow. What is he saying? It's too hot now. Okay. Y a ver, quiero ver allá. They are now preparing an arrow there. Ooh, nice. This. Good. What animal is this? Goyo Goda. What is he saying?
Kind of our good meat we're using.
This is good meat. Good meat. I like your hair. What did he say?
This is special for us.
It's special.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
He say, my name is Hank Ane.
Hank.
Ikate.
Ono akanabe.
Ono hazane akanabe akwaza.
To say ono
akanabe hazane.
I can. Yeah. Ono.
Akanabe. Hazane.
Hasane.
Akwaza.
Tommy. Yeah.
Ono. Hazane.
Hasane.
Akanabe.
Hank.
Ono.
I say ono.
Akanabe.
Hasane. Tommy. Ono ahanase.
Hadzane.
Hadsane, Ono,
Akanabe.
Hadsane, Tomi.
Pepe.
Ah.
Akana ono Hadzane Akanabe.
Ono,
Tomi.
Ahanase, Akanabe,
Hadzane.
Hadsane,
Tomi.
Tomi.
Akanabe Hadzane.
aha.
Pepe kuku kwa tete kwa kakata bita ngo wakabita kwa shilanga ama kwa pe adzabea itikwa yate
Mira.
akobo kwa kalimu kokumi iye akasume kuku.
What is he saying?
He say we are very happy to see
Ah.
you, and also I need to explain you about our life and the material we use when we go hunting.
Different
Different though.
for each animal.
Yeah. Wait him.
Aha.
If you touch,
Ah, no touching. Sorry.
Ngo wakabita hako akanabesa kuku udundu wako.
udundua.
Hako udundu hoboheta tapo ama kwa kukuru kutengo wakata. Kutengo wakabaya mako ama kwa akaya. Kutengo wakabaya makarija ama kwa ama. Wakabaya yowe ama kwa kutengo wakabaya sabiro ama kwa cha. Kutengo wakabaya ko chele kwa chele hago tokota ba mikali munawe kokumi kuku hobo obe hadzabe.
Acaba de decir que si no se suscriben al canal le va a tirar con la flecha, así que váyanse ya a suscribir al canal. What did he say?
He say this arrow they call udundua, and this arrow for any kind of small bird.
Ajá.
He explained dove, babel, sunbird, lovebird, any kind of small.
Como dijiste. Y ahí, am. Queda ahí, así como medio.
Ngo wakabita hamana
Amana,
akanabe
akanabe,
Akanabe,
koa
ikoa,
hoboheta
oboje,
hoboheta
obojeesta,
chacha
chacha,
hoboheta
obojesta,
sende
sende,
ama kwa hoboheta chako au kwa hoboheta kereketako au kwa kia changa hoboheta
ajá.
shabako au kwa ama puna ichanga abikota ekeke tata waka kukuta ngoko kuku
Ajá.
nena hama iko ata hobo azo ama kwa so nena hama iko kuku.
El traductor. What did he say?
He say this is for
Snakes. No.
squirrel.
Ah, for squirrel. Ah, okay.
Yeah, bush baby,
Bush baby, they call
mongoose,
mangus. Ah, okay.
hyrax,
Ajá.
and ginaful and the francolin.
Ajá. Okay.
Zabita hamana hamana
Amana,
Hamana,
hamana
hamana,
akanabe
akanabe,
ore ako
ore, ako,
hoboheta
obojesta,
geweta
geweda,
ama kwa hins kutengo waka hoboheta
obojesta, ah,
goyo god
ah,
hoboheta
obojesta,
opoto
copoto,
hoboheta
obojesta,
amako
amaco,
hoboheta
obojesta,
morora
morora,
ama kwa
jakal,
hoboheta
obojesta,
bililiko
bililico,
au kwa
liko is rabbit.
iye kuku hapo tokota korea.
con esto. So this is for hunting rabbit and other small animals a little bit larger.
Janet, jakal, rabbit, honey badger, and the other media.
All of this that we can see here, this is the rests of blood or this is...
Yes.
Ok, o sea que la usan bastante seguido, como pueden ver, porque está llena de sangre, gente.
Zabita hamana
Como acá,
ngo haka
vamos acá.
baya shokoje
Bahía Shokoye.
ama kwa
Monkey.
kai iko kuku kwete
Oh, this one? Ah,
He say monkey and the baboon is like human being. When
Uh-huh.
you shoot by arrow like this,
With
you
this?
can take off.
no. This he can take off, so they do
This one is
this
not,
one.
not easy because of this hook.
Ah,
baya kuku ane eko
ajá,
Okay,
No,
also
echo.
for baboon.
ajá.
eko boko ako baya kuku ane eko kwa
ko kuku ako nga o ako akana beta kilikin iako ikabo kasama au ore ako na ko ka pane ikako ako ko opat ole bebe ko kana no kuina.
So with this one, basically the monkey has no way to escape. Cannot take it off. If it tries to take it off, it rips apart.
Push to other side.
It can push to the other side sometimes, because probably it takes off like the intestines or whatever organs it has reached. If this goes inside and they try to pull it off, that's what happens with the monkeys.
Antelope.
Antelope.
Or kudu. For large animal, this is.
For very large animal, this one?
This is a poison.
Ah.
Poison arrow.
Poisonous arrow. Sabita hamana. Akanabe. Achuaco. Sabita hamana. Mutatea.
He said this is animal tender of the animal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and this wood they call mutate.
Ah, this is more tendon of the animal.
Women making it.
Ah.
Yeah, professional for making tender is a lady.
Ajá. Está. Tiene mucha tensión, se siente la.
Maybe you go to practice because I stop you. They're gonna show you how can shoot.
Okay.
You have time to do practice before hunting is starting.
Okay.
So this is time to do. And you take the arrow and they're gonna guiding you how can you do practice and where they're gonna start to do. Because you are here for holiday, so be free.
Okay.
Yeah, follow him.
Okay. Bueno, vamos a practicar, gente. Tenemos que cambiar de flecha porque no entraba bien. Ah, ok. ¿Y esta? ¿Quién la pegó? ¿This? ¿You? No sé, pero uno la embocó y miren cómo le dio. Strack. ¿Sí? Ah, ok. No estuvo mal, Vamos con una más, espera. Bueno, cerca por lo menos, más o menos. ¿Me dejas? Esta más y después. Se me escapa. Cerca, le voy agarrando la mano. Empezamos la cacería, gente. Esta es su forma de subsistencia. Nuestro amigo el cazador acaba de agarrar este pajarito y tiene uno más allá arriba, me parece. Está zarandeando para tratar de bajarlo. Lo acabamos de cazar recién y esto va a ser la cena hoy. Es un pajarito muy chiquitito, realmente, pobrecito. Y ahí está bajando otro más, pero bueno, esta es la única forma que tienen ellos para alimentarse y de esta forma cazan con arco y flecha para sobrevivir en el medio de África. Tiene una puntería este tipo increíble. Es un bichito así de chiquitito y le dio en el blanco. Un solo tiro. Bueno, no fue tan cinematográfica como la otra, porque con la cámara hace un ratito quise grabarlo. Este muchacho ya es el segundo que caza. Vení, vamos a acercarnos un poco a él. Con la otra cámara, antes lo quise filmar, tuve un problema con la cámara, con el celular. Agarró un pájaro, estaba en el árbol, hizo ¡pum! Le pegó el pájaro, salió volando, pero después de haber, o sea, salió volando después de haber recibido el impacto y cayó. ¡Pah! Impresionante. Así que ya lleva 2 nuestro amigo de trencitas de rasta. Y del otro lado el mejor tirador por ahora mató uno solo. Vamos a ver si cuando nos volvamos a encontrar con él cómo viene. Ellos cazan, fíjate como en formación van avanzando de forma como haciendo una barrida del terreno. Allá hay uno de los pibes que ahora justo está apuntando, después lo vamos a mostrar. Hay uno de los pibes que le está apuntando por allá a otro árbol y lo que hacen es buscan en la copa de los árboles pájaros que estén descansando ahí. Entonces cuando el pájaro está ahí, queda quieto, ellos se acercan, lo miden y cuando es el momento, ¡zrac!, disparan. ¿Ven? Ahí están observando ahora a ver si pueden encontrar. Allá hay un pájaro que se acaba, hay un pájaro que acaba de bajar recién. Ahí va nuestro amigo. Se movió el pájaro, me parece. Justo se voló. Tienen que esperar el momento preciso y exacto para poder hacerlo de forma correcta y poder dar en el blanco. Estamos hablando de pájaros que son muy chiquititos, tienen el tamaño menos de un celular, medio celular. Este es un blanco realmente muy chiquitito y se mueven muy rápido los pájaros. Tienen que aguantar hasta que sea el momento preciso para hacer el disparo certero y entonces ahí sí poder dar en el blanco y de esa forma conseguir la comida para cenar esta noche. Es muy difícil realmente, ¿eh? Es una caza muy agotadora. Ahora, para que se den una idea, son las 3, 4 de la tarde como mucho. Hace un calor acá, el sol te raja la cabeza a la mitad. Cazan a la mañana y cazan también ahora a la tarde. ¿Yo le tiro? Ok. Vamos a ver si invoco algo. Pero la concha de su madre. No, se fue. Es realmente súper difícil. Se van moviendo muy rápido y hay muchas ramas. Entonces hay que invocarle justo. Uy, hermano, dice concha. Yo venía caminando, se me llevó, me metí una patada y se llevó puta la flecha. Casé al cazador, gente. ¡Hay cabras! ¡Mirá! ¡A las cabras! No, mentira, las cabras no se pueden cazar, gente. ¡Ah! Se escapó. Difícil, gente, no es nada fácil realmente. Son blancos muy pequeños, pero estos muchachos tienen una puntería impresionante, increíble. Una experiencia muy interesante que te muestra lo dura que es la vida para ellos. Procurar el alimento no es absolutamente nada fácil. Sin embargo, todos los días salen a cazar y de una forma u otra se las arreglan para poder traer comida. Qué cazador, ¿eh? Miren lo que cazó. ¿Cuántos son en total? 4. Veo que son. Y esto ahora a morfarlo. Dijo que los casé todos yo, que él nada más los está sosteniendo. He's just holding them, but I am the one that got all the birds. So I am now very welcome here. Mentira, gente, los agarró todos él. He got all the birds. Amazing. You want a lollipop? For you. Toma vos también, mi amor. Te lo abro. Espera, toma. Ahí está, agarralo, pajarito. Se los meten ahí, se los mete dentro todos los pájaros muertos. Uy, mi amor, se cayó uno. Bueno, gordita. Agárralos todos. Anda, lleva, este es para vos. Sí. Te ayudo. Sabe que no se le tiene que caer ninguno. Chao, loquita. Bueno, están preparando todo para... Ya aprendió, miren qué rápido enseguida. Movíamos para un lado, movía para un lado. Pudo prender ahí el fuego para preparar la comida. Mientras tanto, allá atrás nuestro amigo está sacándole todas las plumas a uno de los pajaritos que cazaron. También están comiendo unos chupetines que les compartimos. Y ahí ya está listo, miren, el pajarito para cocinarlo. Lo tiene ya casi listo, todo despellejado. El fuego ya prendió también, rapidísimo. Va soplando ahí para prepararlo. Ponen unos palitos encima. Y, señoras y señores, tenemos fuego. ¿En cuánto tardaron? ¿Menos de un minuto? Menos de un minuto para prender el fuego. ¿Vos cuánto tardás en casa en prender la hornalla, entre que sacás un encendedor, un fósforo, lo que sea? Estos pibes hicieron tac, 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 fuego. Y ahora vamos a ver cómo lo cocinan. Ah, lo tira encima directamente. Ajá. Una parrillita, nada, hermano, ¿no le querés poner? No, así directo al fuego, gente. Y ahí se va cocinando pajarito. Un pollito rostizado, digamos, sería esto, ¿no? Algo así, lo que están preparando. Yo creo que no lo van a tener que cocinar mucho porque es un pájaro muy chiquitito. Claro, lo da vuelta un par de veces más y está prácticamente listo. Un color doradito interesante, debe ser una delicia, les digo la verdad, porque es un animal muy fresco, digamos. Cazado hace 5 minutos, prendido en fuego, ya está listo. Le sacan la cabeza para cocinar un poco mejor esa parte y ahí ya lo abre él, fíjense cuando está abriendo. Y creo que lo va a volver a poner un poco en el fuego, si no me equivoco. Claro, ahí va de vuelta al fuego. Había un pedacito que ya estaba listo, así que él dijo, bueno, yo esto me lo voy a morfar ahora, no hay que esperar. Y mientras tanto él va rostizando, dando vuelta. Y la patita es para la nena, dice.
Manako.
Y le está diciendo, no te zarpé que esto los agarré yo, y este ya se quiere mofar todo. Están con un hambre. Y ahí vemos a la nena también que va morfando la patita. De este lado están los hombres y por allá están las mujeres. Están separados durante el día. Esto es habitual en la comunidad, es así, es la forma en la que se manejan. Los hombres están acá, se juntan, van a cazar, preparan esas cosas, arman las flechas, todo. Pero las mujeres por el otro lado se quedan, cuidan a los niños, se encargan de mantener las casas, preparar las cosas acá dentro de lo que es la comunidad, y los hombres por otro lado. Después a la noche cada uno se va a su casa y sí se juntan con sus mujeres. So we've just entered part of your community.
Yes.
How is this structure where you have some houses called?
Qorit.
Urit.
House like this they call Qorit, but the old Boma they call Qed.
Ket.
Qed.
Ket.
Yeah.
Okay. And here there are some of the women that belong to your tribe?
Yes.
Are they all part of the same family group?
Yes.
Okay, so they have, are they your wives or?
This is not my family, my friend family.
Your friend's family, okay, okay. Can we greet them also?
Yeah.
How did you say?
Say you.
Say you.
Say you, yeah.
Say you.
Say you.
Say you.
Bartugibu.
Say you.
Yebe. Bartugiaga.
What are they saying?
Just long greeting.
Long greeting, okay. Okay, thank you very much. The first thing that comes to my mind to ask you about, the first thing that I see is that, for example, different from the Maasai, the type of scarification that they have in the face is different, right?
Yes.
At what age do they get this scarification done?
When she's young.
When she was young.
Yeah.
So this symbolizes that she's a Datoga.
Yes. Not only that, even Hasabe, some of them they have something like tattoo.
Okay.
Like this. But this is believing of when she's young, if crying a lot, they're gonna cutting. Yeah.
So that they don't young.
Yeah. No meaning.
And when they
meaning is if she's crying and the water coming and it stop here, it will be, you know.
Okay.
It will be touched.
Yeah. So it's supposed to stop the crying. And in the moment that they perform the cut.
Yeah. And that's why some of them they don't have.
Are they allowed to cry when they are doing the procedure?
Yeah.
And the second thing that I can see is that you do a lot of stretching of the ears.
Yes, this they're gonna put in a ring, kind of decoration.
A decoration. And you do it both for men and women?
Yes. And that's why even me I have.
While we are talking, I can hear that in the background they are hammering something. They are working.
Yeah, when we go to the factory, they can do that.
They do, for example, this sort of
Yes.
things that you have. The bracelet. This is very nice.
Yeah.
How do you keep it so shiny?
They're gonna polishing by something. Maybe they're gonna show us.
Okay.
Shining.
They are at home now. Where is their husband?
Inside the factory.
He's working at the factory. So they put.
Yeah, this is part of the ring. They're gonna put it because they are different. They have different kind of.
Is it painful?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said because I keep a long time, it will not feed it.
No, it's okay. Tell her there's no need for her to put it in. It's okay. It's okay. No. Wow, it's very big.
What is this?
What is this? It's bone?
Yeah.
Yes?
This is ivory
Ivory. Wow. So this is from an elephant.
from an elephant.
Wow. How long has she been stretching her ears?
When she's young.
Since she was a lady, young.
Yeah.
And the traditional outfit that she's wearing, it's
Yes.
made out of leather of what animal?
Goat.
From goat.
Goat skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go inside, check out the house?
Yes.
Pasá, dijo. No hay ningún problema. So this is the living room. Can we check out the kitchen also a little bit? Is it possible? And this, for example, they're making
Ugali.
ugali.
Yeah, polenta.
You say polenta.
Polenta.
It's the same as in my country. We call it polenta also.
Okay.
So-
This English is polenta, but for my tribe language is different.
How do you say?
Hamit.
Hamit.
Hamit is ugali.
Ugali. Okay.
And
So
the
basically,
flour is garang.
Flour,
Corn is
yeah.
bog.
So what they do with this stone is
You gonna
they just like crush the beans of the maize
yes.
to make this flour, which is like one of the most typical foods we've seen in all of Africa.
Yes.
Everybody loves ugali, right?
Yeah. This is our main meal. During the dry season, they're gonna eat ugali, but during the rain, group of domestic herding, they
Yeah.
drink milk, blood, and meat. Ugali also. And also something called makande.
What is makande?
Makande is they're gonna cooking corn mixed with the beans and they roast it. The people they eat. In Swahili they call makande, but by my language they call it mugureg.
You can tell her she's the most hardworking wife.
They say this is our normal day.
A normal day, it's like this. Or they grinding the maize.
Because the Toga people by originated we are not Tanzania. Thousand years ago they migrated from Israel.
Wow.
And because we are livestock keepers people, by that time it was big drought and the people they moved from Israel up to Egypt. And we stay Egypt couple of years, no rain and come, and the people they start movement from there. Separate. Some of them they move up to Somalia, some of them they move up to Sudan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, up to Mount Elgon in Kenya. And the Toga they move through Nile River. And that's why our group in African group they call Nilotic.
Can I try a little bit? Entonces ya le da así. Haciendo polenta, gente. Que laburar. Have to work a little bit, no? It's hard, eh?
But
Not that bad. Look, good or no?
yeah, you're gonna add more there.
Add a little bit more. Pones un poquito acá. It's heavy. Sí. The stone is heavy. Yeah.
Take care for your finger.
How many kilos do they have to grind in one day to eat? Like, how many are they in the family? There are 3 women plus husband.
Husband and
How many children?
let me ask Mama. Is 20.
20. So I have to keep on grinding then. Gonna be all day here. Whoa, imagine grinding this for 20 people every day.
Every day 20
Hard work, strong women, no?
liters every day.
Woo. Se caga de risa. I have to stay now to grind for them every day, no? You are very, look at this, look. She's very strong. Look, do like this. You. Mira qué músculo que tienen. You're a very strong woman. Yeah. Sweat. Tough. I did just a little bit, but if I have to make for 20 people, you have to be fit. You have to be fit, right? So all day doing this, and after that, you are very. I think you're going to be very tired. So it's time to go to sleep. So this is the cow skin, sleeping mattress, cow skin. She's showing us now how she goes to sleep here. And the 3 of them sleep here. Each wife has one of these houses. Ah, okay, so this is her house? It's good? Es duro esto. Acá cocinan el ugali que acabamos de preparar. Ahí lo tienen ya cocinado. ¿Ven qué es esto? Es el... This you can eat? What is sui? ¿Mi? Que pruebe. Me está diciendo que pruebe un poquito. ¿Ven? Este es el maíz. Después de cocinarlo queda así. Le ponen agua. Eso se hierve. Es maíz, polenta, ¿no? It's okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now. ¿Cómo se dice gracias? Gracias. Ami muchi. Entonces, después de comer, dice, me voy a la cama. En el cow skin, ¿qué es esto? Es duro. Está sacando el piso. You don't do something for your head? Ah, así. Dice que se duerme así. Sin problema. Uy, ¿sabes cómo te queda el cuello después? Duro. How old is she? 80. No. No. Miren, está nueva. ¿Cómo puede tener 80 años esta mujer? Meat and soup, that's the secret. Wow. We've been visiting different tribes, different villages to understand more about the culture of each indigenous population of the people that live here in Tanzania. And we were talking a little bit about the ears, a little bit about the scarification here. Also something that is done in many tribes and still happens is the genital mutilation or genital circumcision. Is it something that is also accustomed to do in this tribe, in your tribe?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Can we speak with them a little bit about this, or how old was she when she got the procedure done?
It will be young, more like 1 up 2 years.
1 or 2 years old.
For the male, 3 up to 9 up to 15 is okay. For the men, they're gonna do celebration. For the lady, no celebration because, you know.
But why for men celebration yes and for women no?
The difference is not, you know, government is not allowed sometimes for the women's circumcision. But for the men it's allowed. When they do this kind of celebration, they do have a lot of bleed when they start to do that. Because this procedure they don't do at hospital. Just there
here.
Is some here. And the children is not safe.
Who usually performs the procedure? Is it like older women? Is it older
women? Older women, but sometimes there is a special women do that. Especially nowadays, they're gonna do by secret because government is not allowed to do. But people they do by secret. You know.
Why do they do it?
To cut it or yeah, they're gonna just use something to cut when she's still young.
Why do you do it? Do you believe that it will... Is there a reason why you do it, or is it something that is just you do it because it's a tradition?
It's kind of nature. And also people they say women if not yet cut it, she's come to be like need to do with everybody.
She's going to need to have sex with more people.
With more people. If they cut it, that pressure it will become down.
Before we started recording, you mentioned that when it is practiced on men, that there is a celebration. But when it's for women, there is no celebration.
No celebration.
Why is that difference?
The difference is for the men, if I do that, for example, I perform to do, all my family and relatives, they're gonna join, bring their children because they're gonna do big celebration. And what kind of celebration? The honey bee to make alcohol or local beer, which they mix honey with aloe roots and to put on big calabash to ferment up to 24 hours. Later on there, we're gonna see this kind of local beer because of there is celebration. The last bomber we go to visit. By the women, they're gonna do by secret because this is secret, family secret, and they don't join by another group, another families.
And for example, are there women now that can women choose perhaps not to do this to their daughters now, or is it something that
some of them they don't do. Yeah, because of world is change and something like this.
What do you think about it? For example, to your daughters, would you keep on doing the procedure or would you prefer not?
No, not.
And why is that?
Many people complaining, and because of globalization, everything is changing. Yeah, something like this. School, young generation they don't need to do.
The other day we were talking with a doctor about something that you mentioned, that sometimes when the procedure is done to the women, they bleed a lot.
Yes.
So the doctor was saying perhaps this is not the best for women because sometimes they can bleed to death. Has that happened?
Because they don't use a doctor for the lady. They're just professional women, but not doctor, not officially doctor. Some women they lost their children because of circumcision. But when you ask what's wrong, she don't say. But you can get report by not officially, and that's why most of the people now they don't accept to do this kind of circumcision of lady.
So you asked the chief, you are now encouraging families not to do it?
Some of them they do. Everyone he gonna do what he's want at his family. People they do or not.
Does she remember something from the day that she got the procedure done?
And then she say no.
Has she had any problems to go to the bathroom, to pee? Has she had some sort of infection during these years?
She say yes, but not too much because they do this procedure when she's still young. Just 1 or 2 up to 3 days it will be covered.
Okay. Has she done the procedure to her daughters?
Yeah. All of them.
Was she the one that performed it or was it somebody else?
Yeah, she say somebody else.
Somebody else.
Professional.
So is it like there is one woman in the tribe that does it, or are there more than one?
It's not only one, but each place have a one doing this. Yeah, at the different places have a women special for.
Would it be possible, perhaps, for us to go and meet the woman that used to perform the procedure?
This is like a kind of someone selling drug, When you go to meet her, you say, no, I don't do this because this is against the government.
Why was it important for her daughters to get the procedure done?
She said this is rule of generation and generation. So that's why we follow on that.
And for example, if she chose not to, was she going to be badly seen by the rest of the women of the tribe?
What I know, because I'm part of this tribe, women not do kind of procedure. She didn't go to get a marriage.
She doesn't get married if she does the procedure?
Yeah, maybe if she go out of tribe, like other tribe, no problem. But if the Toga, the first one, they're gonna check her, is ready or not. If not yet, if she go to marriage, the family of the husband, they're gonna bring her to do this kind of. Otherwise, she wrong.
So if she's not genitally mutilated, she's not prepared to get married?
Yeah. Even men, not only ladies.
Even men. How old is she?
85.
85, wow. She looks very young. Can you tell her she looks very young? Stop lying, tell her.
This is a small clan from my Toga called Idamodic blacksmiths.
Oh.
They're making different kind of things. This is knife.
These are knives over there, yeah.
This is a knife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can I see?
Yes.
Tienen acá este cuchillo. This knife. This is for what? This is to sell or is it for hunting?
To sell.
To sell. This is to sell. Okay.
even metal arrow, Bushmen they're gonna buy here because Bushmen they're making wooden, but metal they come to buy from here, the Toga. It's not easy to have money. They have a two option of barter trade. The first option is different job. They do hunting and also harvesting honeybee. When they're harvesting honey, they're gonna bring here because the Toga they need honey to making local beer for celebration. When they bring here, they do barter trade. And during the dry season, because honey is a seasonal thing, when they kill animal like kudu, gazelle, antelope, or eland.
And for example, these are the arrows that you said. They have like these spikes, like almost like a hook. So when this goes into the animal, it
not
enters.
Easy to get out.
It's not easy, claro. It clack, 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 gets in and it's not easy to get out.
This is a brown. So he's gonna put on the fire ready for melted. I think he have some pieces. It will take few minutes, like 20 up to 25 to be liquid. And by the first need high temperature because they use charcoal.
So what he did is he put the fat of the sheep in the mold. Then he poured the...
Because if you don't put sheep
fat,
oil, it will stuck like that you see over there.
Now he puts it in the water
to be cooling down. After here, this is the first process. Take long process, couple of days, like 6 to 7 days or up to 8.
It's cold now? Can I take it?
It's cold there.
It's cold very fast.
And you see if you need to bind it, not easy.
It's not easy to bend it now?
If you force it will be break.
So today I want to become a true Datoga, and to become a true Datoga I need to be a blacksmith, right?
Okay.
You think I can handle managing the hammer a little bit? Can he give me a few tips? Can we ask him a little bit?
Yes.
El momento de la verdad ahora, gente. Me siento acá, se sentate acá. ¡Upra! Empezamos mal. Que darle fuerte, gente, ¿eh? ¡Sarak! Dice que muy bien, excelente. He just said he's never seen a blacksmith better than me. So, bear that in mind. Look at... ¡Ah! Está caliente. Ojo, porque está caliente. No, guarda, pará. Ok, que se caliente. You take it, okay. We wait. Yeah. So they are adding a little bit of charcoal. We're going to make it super hot. It's going to be red. And then after that, we're going to give it a little bit of shape. This. Wait, no. Wait. Le iba a agarrar los dedos.
He said that you're going to be a professional.
He says I'm going to be a professional. Ahora sí esto, ¿eh? Para que está medio banana, para que se me abananó la hoja. This side also.
Coming to be similar like this one.
I have to make it look like that one. Just give me 5 minutes. Así les quedó a ellos, así quedó la mía. ¿Qué piensan? Thank you. Sante. Padishu. Bueno, se hizo lo que se pudo, gente. No sé si me van a contratar, pero... ¿Y si no? Srak. You like it or not, mine? You like it? Okay. Good, no? Good. Okay. Thank you. Padishut. Estamos con la comunidad Masai y hoy vamos a entender un poco más sobre la vida de las mujeres y su rol dentro de esta comunidad. Jambo. Can we go inside your house?
She said it's okay, we can go in.
Thank you so much. Let's go then. It's a pleasure to get to know a little bit more about your day-to-day life.
She said, welcome inside, I'll tell you everything. She said just come in and see. She's like, this is the sitting area in the house. So she's starting to explain the home structure and everything. Yeah.
So when you come in, the first thing you have is the sitting area. Here you have to sit down. 1, 2. This is for fire. When it's cold, you make fire here.
Huo ni moto ndo mnatengeneza hapo?
Hapa ni jikoni, sehemu tunayopikia.
That is where they cook, so it's like a kitchen there.
So this is the kitchen.
Yeah, that's the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we go into the bedroom. This would be. Have your bed here.
Hapa ni kitanda,
So
kitanda
this is
kubwa
the
ya baba
bed.
na mama.
This is the main bedroom for parents.
Kitanda ya watoto.
Bed for kids the other side.
How many people sleep inside?
So she said they're living, I mean, both parents and the kids, so almost 3 kids.
So it's
So
5
three
people.
of them.
3 kids plus the parents.
So it depends with the number of kids that you have. If you have 2 kids, you'll be 4. If you have 1, you'll be 3.
So, but in this house, in her house, it's 5 people in total.
So with her, she has 4 kids. So the husband and her is gonna be 6 people,
6 people
in total.
Wow.
Yeah.
For people that are watching this, in total here you have like, this would be like 3 meters by 3 meters more or less. So it's like 9 to 10 square meters in total. That's the whole surface of the house. And how old is this house? How long has it been constructed?
Hii nyumba yangu ni sasa hivi na miaka miwili.
It's a new house. It has 2 years.
How much time can one house withstand?
So she said it's gonna take like 6 years to rebuild a new house because mostly it's the roof because of the rain. As you can see, it's grass up there. So if it still doesn't let the rainwater comes in, it's a feed house for them.
So more or less 5 to 6 years they will use it until the water starts coming in, and then they will give it a second use.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Can we sit down?
Ukakae kwenye kiti.
She said welcome so much and you can
I go
have a
first?
seat.
That one is for me? Okay. Thank you.
Nadhani hivyo.
Ukakae kiti naweka.
Usijali.
What is she saying?
She's like, you can also have a seat.
Ah,
like
okay.
me.
For the camera woman, she's giving the camera woman a seat also. Yeah.
Thank you,
Cool.
Mama.
She thinks
Asante, Mama.
How old is she? Can I ask? Is it okay to ask?
She's having 45.
45. So she's young. She's very young.
Sio mdogo.
She's like, no, I'm old.
Miaka 45 sio mdogo.
She's like, 45 is a lot to them.
I've talked with a Maasai chief about different things of the life here of the Maasai. And one of the things that he told me, which kind of was an impact for me because it's very different from my culture, is he told me men and women have 2 separate lives here. Like most of the guys will be on one side or on one part, and then women will be on another. Guys will go to the bush and they will go and take care of the cows, they will go and they will hunt, or they will work on the fields, and women will be all together preparing the beads. This is something that is usual in all the Maasai communities.
Ni hivyo. Kazi ya mama sio sawa na kazi ya mwanaume. Alafu akina mama na wasichana wanakaa nyumbani, sisi tunakaa mambo ya kushona.
So she said, as how you heard from the leader, that's how it is. That they have different responsibilities, as in a group of women. I mean, mostly women stays at home with their daughters, doing the beadswork and making the calabash for milk. And then the men will go with their boys, taking care of the livestock in the wild. So as she said, it's right, and that's how they live.
In Western culture, a girl becomes a woman when she has her first period. When does a girl become a woman in the Maasai community?
Hivyo lakini sisi kama Wamasai enzi ya zamani, lakini sio sasa.
Ndio.
Maana sasa hivi mambo yamekuwa mengine.
Interesting. So she says things have changed now in the community. So how it used to be before, the girl used to be considered as a fully matured woman even before she sees her period, I mean the first period. So she can be taken even to the husband without seeing the first period. But now things have changed. They get married when they are fully matured and they have seen the period. So it's like it's a changes to them.
So now they have the same system basically.
Exactly.
So a girl becomes a woman when she has her first period.
Exactly.
But this was not that way
Before.
up to a few years ago. Okay.
Yeah, so she says they used to be circumcised even before they see their period and just given to their husband, and then they can get their first period when they're already with their husband.
What does she think about circumcision?
So she says things have changed now in the communities, and she proudly says that she has been through that. So she was circumcised, and so the ladies and the girls of the current ladies in their community are not accepting that, and the parents also thinks that it has no any benefits, so they don't do it now because things have changed and they have been educated and they don't see if there's any importance of doing that to their girls.
But she likes this change or she doesn't like this change?
She doesn't see that change as a good thing, but there's no way, she feels that they can't do anything because the current girls doesn't need, but she feels it's not a good change to them.
Did she say why? Or?
She understands that it has no any importance, but she feels it used to be their tradition, so it's just not feeling good.
What does she remember from the day she was circumcised?
Okay, so she's like, honestly, it's a painful process, but afterwards she felt proud of herself because it's something that every woman in a Maasai community go through. So she was very happy when it was done, but it was a very painful experience.
How is the process performed? Who is the person that does it? Is she allowed, for example, to show that she's having pain or not?
Okay. Interesting. She says, first of all, who does that is the old woman in the community by the time, and so crying is termed as a big shame, and so she didn't cry because no one cries. If you cry, it's a shame, and all her friends didn't cry, so she didn't cry too. If you cry, it's a sign of shame.
She has girls or boys?
She has 2 boys and 2 girls.
2 boys and 2 girls. The girls have been circumcised?
Alipata hiyo nani, lakini wa pili bado wanasoma kwa hiyo hataki.
Oh, so her first daughter is circumcised, and the second one, because she take her to the school, she doesn't want to be circumcised, and so she's not.
In the community in general, like, what is the percentage of women that have been circumcised? Is it like half? Is it more, less?
So she says it's only a small percent of the women, especially the older ones that were circumcised way before, but the current ones are not circumcised because it's something that is not done currently. So the big percent of the women currently are not circumcised.
So would she like her daughter to be circumcised?
She says she's kind of neutral right now because she doesn't see the benefit, she doesn't see the positive or the negative side of it. So if she doesn't want it, it's fine to her.
You know, sometimes in different cultures, people have traditions or things that they do, that they've done for many years, that sometimes are not good for you. As for example, I don't know, smoking. Smoking is bad for you, and there are many people that smoke and keep on smoking, even knowing that it's not good for you. Does she understand that having a girl circumcised here in the community, perhaps it's not the best for the health of the person?
She says that she understands that circumcision sometimes comes with a lot of risk, especially healthy-wise, but she keeps insisting that they have their own ways of controlling that, as she understands that someone can overbleed, and she keeps saying some of them doesn't overbleed. And if someone is bleeding, they have foods that they will give, especially the butter from the cow milk and the hot foods. So she keeps insisting they have their own way of taking care of a lady after circumcisions.
Is she the only wife, or are there more wives?
They are 2.
There are 2.
Yeah.
How does she get along with the other wife?
Kwetu sio Masai kwa vile hata ufanye nini ataolewa tu mwingine. Sio mazuri kwa sababu kuna mambo mawili. Kwanza mimi ndio mke wa kwanza.
So she says because it's something that it's out of her choice, it's been happening in the whole community, she has no choice, but she is the first wife. It doesn't bother her because she already have her cows and her properties. So when the second wife comes, she must be given her properties so that they don't get along.
So each of them has their own house.
Exactly.
So they sleep
separately, and everyone has their own cows.
Would she like a second husband?
Sisi haturuhusiwi kuwa wanaume, yaani nimwache bwanangu alafu niende kwa bwana mwingine. Si kwa kwetu mbaya.
She's like, first of all, he's not allowed to have a second husband, and she's not interested of leaving her husband to go to another man.
But if she could, let's suppose it is permitted in the community.
Nampenda.
Yeah.
She says there's no way I love my husband so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maana sisi haturuhusiwi leo kwa huyu mume kesho kwa huyu. Kama kitu kama hiyo.
So she says, when I say woman to go to another husband is like a shame. So regardless whether your husband doesn't have money or your husband doesn't know how to go and fight for the family and bring money, if a woman can do that, a woman should go out and fight and get money, but you have to stay with your husband. That's the pride.
How does the arrangement work? Like, how many days a week is he with one or with the other? Like, do they have a schedule or?
So she says there's no like a like a clear schedule. He decides where to sleep. So if he comes today, it's fine. If he won't come, it's fine. So you really have to understand him as it's everything is his choice.
I've heard that sometimes when your husband, if you are part of the Maasai community and your husband goes to his second or his third wife house, sometimes the women stay alone, and it happens that even if they are alone, you can see in the front of the houses sticks that are from men that don't belong to her husband. Is something that is usual that?
Okay, so she says there's something they call Rika. It's like age mate. Rika is like a cohort. You understand cohort? Cohort age mate. So if someone that is the age mate of your husband comes in your house, whether the husband is around or not, you're not allowed. If they want to sleep in the house, you're not allowed to chase them. You have to welcome them in the house and let them sleep, because it's gonna be a curse if you won't respect an age mate of your husband. And so I was asking, and so do you sleep with him? She says that's the reason we have 2 beds in each rooms. So you'll give them one bed and sleep, and she'll be sleeping in the other bed.
What she said?
Any other question?
No, it's okay. It's okay.